Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. We are excited to introduce our Math Kangaroo team competition as a new annual competition. After a successful pilot last year and great feedback, we will made improvements and are ready to officially launch it this year. We are also joined by state directors and center managers who hosted the pilot and will share their experience. We'll have a question answer session later to answer your question. And please feel free to also share your question in the chat. Our team member will try their best to answer your question. After the session, we will share the recording and the slides. So please feel free. If you have any question during the session or after session, feel free to contact us anytime. Thank you again for being here. Let's get started. So now you have seen our two annual competition, individual competition and team competition. You are very familiar with our individual competition, and the team competition is new. So we share some difference between these two competitions, and you would see how they look like. Both competition we open to K-12 students, but the individual competition and we all offer the Math Kangaroo style question. Individual question, you would see there would be 3-point, 4-point, 5-point question. But for the team competition, we only involve the difficulty level like 4-point or 5-point question. The individual competition hosted in the third in March. That's official Math Kangaroo Day. But the team competition we host in mid-November. We give you 8 days window. You can select any day, any time to host multiple sessions. And the individual competition only have a multiple choice question, but the team competition would have a multiple choice and short answer question. The duration also different. Individual competition 75 minutes, but the team competition would last only 60 minutes. So individual competition allow both in-person and online, but team competition only in person. So you would see the difference between these two competitions. So here, to give you better understanding about the team competition, we share the very important roles for this competition. First, center manager. So for the center manager, we would like to reinforce to let managers know you are not responsible to form or train the team. So your main possibility would be provide the competition venue, set up the session, and you print the test booklet and answer cards, oversee the competition, communicate with coaches only, not parents. You upload the answer sheets to the Scantron system after the competition and share the result and distribute awards. So you would manager appoint all the proctors and set up the session for the proctors to help. And the proctors could be the coaches or parents. But when they proctor the session, they cannot proctor their own teams. So the proctor would follow the proctor guidelines. So the next important role would be the coach. The coach is responsible to form and register the team. They will come with the team to choose the team name and captain and collect the payments from the parents, prepare or train the students if the coach would like to do that. Yeah, they communicate with students and parents, share the results with the team. So students would join the team, would prepare and practice, would participate in the exam, and they would review their results and celebrate their achievements. And parents, you just need to find a coach to assign your students and pay for your own child and communicate with the coach for all the competition, the logistics and information, and also view your students' results. That's the main roles for the team competition. You would see the center manager wouldn't need to get a connection with the parents, only connect with the coaches and the proctors. So for the competition, format and rules, this is an in-person competition only, and the duration that would be 60 minutes. The team size would be 2 to 4 students. So maximum team member would be 4 students. So we allow to make more flexibility. We allow one roster change for up to two team members by October 15th. That's our late registration deadline. The problems, we keep the same amount as the individual competition. 24 questions for grade 1 to 4, 30 questions for grade 5 to 12. You would see 2/3 of question would be multiple choice question and 1/3 would be a short answer question. So the team would be allowed to collaborate, to discuss during the competition, not like individual competition. Individual competition, the student would work independently, couldn't get any help from the proctors, teachers, or others. But the team, you could collaborate, but only allow you collaborate within your own team. So we would like the center manager to set the space good enough for the team to discuss. So make sure their answers wouldn't be would be heard by other teams. So that's you have to make sure the space would be enough for the team discussion during the competition. Only one answer sheet per team. We use the Scantron sheet as well as our individual competition. No calculators during the computation, no guessing penalty. So this is very important. We understand other Math Kangaroo countries may allow the guessing penalty, but we do not have guessing penalty. Yeah, please let your students know. So for the scoring system, to make it different than our individual computation, you all know our individual computation, the question would be 3 point, 4 point, 5 point. So we would have the full score for grade 1 to 4, 96 points, and the full score for grade 5 above, 120 points. But for the team computation, each multiple choice would be 25 points, and each short answer question would be 50 points. So that would get the total points would be 800 for the grade 1 to 4, and 1,000 for grade 5 and 12 and to 12. So the multiple choice and short answer question, they have equal total score. So awards, this would be very interesting part. Yeah, so we would award national top 3 teams. So we give 1 trophy per team, medals or pins per team member, and a digital certificate. We also award the excellence teams. So that would be cutoff score, 650 for the grade 1 to 4, and 800 for grade 5 to 12. We will give the excellence ribbons and a digital certificate. All participants will receive digital certificate of the participation and a pencil with the kangaroo toy topper. We also do the national recognition for top performing teams. So this is awards for the team competition. This is a new competition. We do not have a high participation, so we currently do not offer state ranks. Maybe in the future we have more teams joining, we will bring to the state rank as well. For the 2025 pilot, so here is the information. We have about 90 centers joined. We have around 600 teams, 1,800 students. So we awarded the national winners top 3 ranks, 58 teams, and excellent team, 92 teams. So that's from the last year. You can also see the pictures shared from last year team competition. The students are really happy to have this great experience. We also encourage you to take photos during the competition, share with us. Yeah, you could see the students. Every team sit on one table, and some of the places they have a small area, they may host less teams, and some has a big area, they host more teams. Yeah. So for 2026, the team competition timeline, we already shared in the manager portal. At this moment, you could log into your manager portal, you check all the timeline for the individual and team competition. You may not see your individual center at this moment because we will open the individual center after September. Kasha may share more information if you have any question on that. For the team competition, we we need separate registration for the center because team competition with different setting than the individual competition. So there would be the interest form for you to fill in to set up your team competition center. You could see the barcode over there. You can scan it to see how how the form look like if you have ever received this form. Yeah. So here, the team competition center competition would be registered by the September 1st. We ask for minimum 4 teams per center. The team student registration, the regular by September 15, late by October 15. You may feel this date is a little tight. Actually, we started the team competition in June this year. So we opened the center application in early June, and we started the team registration in mid-June. We already started a few months, but we understand the summer, the break, some school closed, so you may start late. So the team formation would be coach, forms, and register team together. So you need get all the team member ready and register team at once. So that would be the separate registration page for you to register your team. The grade level, it would based on the highest grade level represented on the team. For example, if you have 3 second grader and 1 fifth grader in the team, you need to register for the grade 5. Compete with all the grade 5 teams. Yeah. So the timeline you can check later. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Yeah. We also want to mention the competition would run in 8 days, November 13 to 20, Friday to Friday. You can select any time, any day to host multiple sessions. So for the team competition, we have the web page. You may already access it. You would see there are a lot of information about the team competition. You may need some time to review all the information. We have the general information, the team registration, proctoring guidelines, the rules, and also the sample questions. Everything we shared here, so would give you the full picture about the team competition. And here is the barcode. If you scan this barcode, you can access to this page directly. Yeah. So you would see the registration page a little different than the individual competition because the setting is different than in individual competition. And there is no invitation code for even for the private, the team competition center, like our individual competition. You would receive direct link for the team competition center if you run privately. And you share the link with your teams or coaches. They could register directly. But for the public center, you could see this registration page. You could, if you scroll down, you would see the public center list. So anyone could click the public center to register. For the private center, we just show the list. There is no link over there. So the link would only send to the center manager directly. So would be shared by the center manager to all the coaches and the teams. So here, before the competition, yeah, what you should do. You would see this is the answer sheet. We provide the short answer question. So the answer sheet, that's different than the individual competition. We add the section for the short answer question. So you could see the students, we give the instruction very clearly. And please, before the competition, send the sample sheet to the coaches, let the coaches to inform their teams what they should input in this sheet. Yeah, so okay. For the short answer question, student would fill in the number. That's all the whole numbers. There are no decimals, no fractions. So all whole numbers. Fill in the whole numbers and then fill in the bubble. If the number would be 5, so the student would fill in 005 and fill in all the bubbles, yeah, according to the all the numbers. So we would ask the center manager to print the team rosters with the team ID, team name, student list, and confirm the computation date time with the coaches. Yeah, we would see this coaches. Yeah, and print one answer sheet. Yeah, one answer sheet per team and one test booklet per student, and verify all information on each team's answer sheet because we will pre-fill all the team information in the answer sheet. Student only fill in the answer. Confirm the proctor availability and remind them to review the proctor guidelines. Yeah, so here the link to the proctor guideline. So this before the computation. So this is like a team placard you can print, place on the table, so the team could easily find their assigned table. So you prepare the venue with the enough space for the seating tables, and also maybe prepare a special room for the special accommodation requirement. Avoid seating the same level teams together and provide enough space for the team discussion. Prepare table placards with team name, ID, and student roster. Yeah, that's easy for team to find their table. Choose and test the timer before the computation, whatever you want to use for the timer during the computation. So here is coming to the computation day. So before the test start, you will provide the sketch paper, have spare pencils, erasers for students, distribute one answer sheet per team and one test booklet per student. Ask students place their do not pick their test booklet before the test start, but they need to verify information on the answer sheet. If there anything happened, so you may need to report to Math Kangaroo, or you may need to change the information on site. Remind participants to use the restroom, silence the devices, and they may bring the water bottle to the computation. No devices or calculators allowed during the computation, like our individual test. So we encourage you to take the photos during the computation, share with us. So here, that's computation day. During the computation, first, you would read the official Math Kangaroo day script. We provide this on our website. So everybody, you can customize this script to use on the computation day. Student need to write their names and team name on the test booklet. So because after computation, you need to collect all the test booklet. So they need to put their name and team name on. You start the 6 minutes timer. You may give some the time warnings. And team collaboration only within their own team. The proctor cannot read or interpret question or provide any hints. Yeah, like our individual computation, you do not explain the question to the teams. So if there is a typo, so you could report to Math Kangaroo, may get correction on site. Proctor monitor students' behaviors, and you make sure there is a fair computation environment for everyone. So for the computation day, when the test finish, so we encourage you for the last 5 minutes, you ensure all the teams, especially for the captains who be the lead of the team, so they need to complete their answer sheet. Not getting penalty, they could fill in all the answers, but make sure they would use the time, the last 5 minutes, ensure their answer sheet would be filled. When the time ends, nobody can fill in the answers anymore. So proctor will collect all the paper materials, answer sheets, test booklets, and scratch paper. Because we have 8 days window, and also some other country holds the computation later. So we would keep the test questions confidential. Yeah. So after computation, the center manager collect, secure all the material. You would upload the scanned answer sheet, including the absent teams, to the Math Kangaroo Scantron link we will share with you on the test day and the following day. Yeah. So you could, it's very important you would upload the answer sheet timely. Please return the booklets starting on December 20th to all the coaches. So manager should keep the answer sheets or sketch paper if there would be some sketch paper for 1 year for future reference. You would because you would print the question booklets and also answer sheets. You would receive the question booklets, answer sheets in early November. Yeah, so please stay tuned for the message. So the important notes, we already covered this information in the previous slides, but we would reinforce those important points. The test and answer sheets distributed to center in early November. One test paper per team, one answer sheet per team. Answer sheets must be uploaded the same day or following day. Later submission not accepted. Keep all contest materials confidential until December 20th. Results will be available in the manager's portal on January 15. Manager should keep answer sheets for 1 year for future reference. The top teams will be posted on the Math Kangaroo website and featured in our newsletter. So here are some frequent questions asked by the coaches, managers, and parents. So first, can coaches or parents volunteer to proctor session? Yes. Coaches and parents are welcome to volunteer and proctor as proctors, but they must follow all official rules and be approved by the center manager. To avoid conflicts of interest, they do not proctor their own teams. Is hosting the competition at home address allowed? No. As our individual competition, you need to provide public venues for both individual and team competition. What if one or more team members absent on test day? So the team will proceed with the team members who are present. There are no makeup opportunities for any reason. Can the students complete multiple times on different teams? No. Each student may participate on only one team in the Math Kangaroo team competition as our individual competition, even if teams are at different levels. This ensures fairness and prevents any students by using one competition to prepare for another one. Yeah. So here are just some frequent questions, but may not cover your question. So now it's our question and answer session. So we would like to hear, yeah, what question you would bring in. Uh, yeah, and also I believe the pilot host could help to answer the question. We have Samuel here, Xinzhao here, and also Jonathan may also be here, and also our team member. Yeah.
Thank you, Lucia. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is Hari here, and thanks a lot for all your help in exchanging emails and responding to my questions. So, could you please flash the first slide? I think you showed us the difference between individual and team event. That was the first
Oh,
slide.
the first slide. The slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, yeah. Okay. So, I think my question is on the um, type of questions you mentioned. It's going to be 4 and 5 pointer for team event, right? So does that
Yeah.
mean 1 through 20? I'm talking about if you take example of seventh and eighth grade, right? It's a total 30 questions. 1 through 20, all of them are for 4 pointers, and 21 through 30, all of them are 5 pointers. Is that how you divide, or?
Yeah. Okay, that's a great question. That's not that order. So we actually have mixed 4.5 point question in each section. So the multiple choice, we would have a question mixed with 4.5 point multiple choice. I mean the 4.5 point, that's difficulty levels. So we do not really arrange like a 3 point, 4.5 point question as our individual competition. For the short answer question, we also have a mixed 4.5 point question together. Yeah, so we do not show very clear the difficulty levels during the different session.
Understood. Related question. So I know it's going to be a team competition, and we need to divide the questions among kids, right? So is it in the within that group, like within the multiple choice 1 through 20, and a short answer question 21 through 30? Is it in the order of increasing complexity? Can I expect like towards and 18, 19, 20? They are more complex, meaning it's a 5 pointer. And beginning like 1, 2, 3, they are 4 pointers. Same with the 21, 20 to 23, they are 4 pointers. 28, 29, 30, they are 5 pointers. Is it like that you arrange the question? I will tell you the reason why I'm asking. When we coach the students, right, we need to divide equally, right? People shouldn't be like one person shouldn't be solving all complex questions, right? I'm trying to see is there any pattern. We have only
Yeah,
like one pilot question paper, right, from
yeah.
last year, right? So could you please just give some idea around
Okay.
the ordering?
For the Yeah, thank you. For the team competition, we do not really order the difficulty level for the questions. We tell you we use like the difficulty level for 4 point or 5 point question, but we do not specify the difficulty level for the questions. So that would be mixed. Mixed. So
It's
there is
always
no order. There is no
that's
order. Yeah.
all right. Understood. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, Kirsty.
Hi, Lucia. Thank you for the presentation. So my question is, how can I actually see how many teams or who are the team members who actually registered in my center?
Okay, so if you access to your manager portal, you
Uh-huh.
would see the students list over there now. So you would see how many
Oh,
students
okay.
register. If
So
you
the regular
open the
portal
student,
that we use for the individual?
the individual not open yet. So
Yeah,
if you
but it's the
access
same
to the,
login and same portal, right?
yes, same
Okay.
portal. Yeah. So
Okay.
you access to your manager portal, you could see you could see your center with a team after your center
I
name.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I should have checked.
No
Thank you.
worries, no worries. This is new to everyone. No worries. So
Yeah,
you
I
can
mean,
look
mhm.
through the student list and see how many teams registered.
Sounds good. Thank you. And are the center manager students eligible for reimbursement this year as well for the test?
Center manager, what?
The test fee, is it reimbursable for the center manager's kids?
Yes, yes, same rule. If you have at least 10 students registered, you
Mm-hmm.
could get the your student participation for free, but only your student, not the whole team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got it.
Okay,
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Lucia.
that's a good question. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jonathan? Jonathan.
Hi, Lucia.
Yeah.
Super excited for this. Just want to say that I piloted this last year with you guys, and my students are just so excited to form teams. So I think I already have one team, and everyone's experienced, and they just know exactly what to do. Now, I have a question though. This one's a little different than last year because I think once we form teams this year, we can't modify the team composition. Is that correct? I think I read in your slide here. I think in there's a registration slide. Let me see what that is. Yeah, here. It says here, if you could clarify, it says one roster change of up to 2 members by October 15th. What does that mean?
Yeah. So usually we ask all the team register at once. We hope there is no change for the team because that would make the team they could prepare together. So this is a teamwork, not individual work. We hope the team will have very stable the members will all work together. So they would prepare together. Yeah, so with more time. So that's why we hope there would be no change, but we understand sometimes there may be some the change request. So we gave some flexibility. We allow every team change one time for up to 2 team members before October 15. So if there's something happened, you will lose one team member, or you need to maybe add one more team member. You register for maybe for 3 students. You want to add one more, so we allow you to make at least make one change up to 2 team members
Okay,
before
so
October 15th.
hypothetically, if I have 4 students on one team and say 2 of them switch schools,
Mhm.
would I be able to remove those 2 team members from the team?
Yeah, you could replace with 2 new students.
Okay, so there's no refund for that, but I can just replace it with 2 new students. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once
Okay.
registration, there's no refund. You cannot cancel your team registration. But give your flexibility, we allow you if you have a special occasions happen, like the students move out, so you can just replace with new student.
Okay, and that is a change that we can request one time for the team, right?
Yeah, request one time.
Okay, okay. My second question is regarding the short answer question, the bubble sheet. I think this is new for this year.
Yes.
So for the short answer question, yes, if you could go to that slide, that'll be helpful. I noticed that there is for the short answer question, there are three, I think there are 3 boxes on the top to represent the 3 digits. And then the students will have to bubble the corresponding digit below. Are there any, like, does the Scantron just take into account the bubble, or does it care about the writing in the box as well?
Only bubble.
Okay, so what is the purpose of the box then?
Oh, okay. So I believe we are still in discussion with the Scantron, so they needed to read the bubbles, but we recommend the students write down all the numbers on the top so
Okay.
they could fill in the bubble. If the answer is 5, the student only write 5, leave 2 empty. They may not fill those 2 bubbles. So that make the wrong question for students. Scantron only read bubbles, but
Okay.
we recommend students fill in all the empty squares with a number. If 5, they need to fill in 005. So
I
if
see.
they just
Okay.
fill 5, just
Yeah.
only fill in the last row, so their answer would be wrong.
I see. Okay, so that's a new I guess that's new for most students then,
Yeah.
because they're not used to that. Okay, so then it needs to be in the, if it's 5 or from 0 to 9, it needs to go in the rightmost box.
Yeah.
And then they need to fill in zeros for the rest. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's great to clarify. Oh yeah, and thirdly, and my last question is, so I may have missed it, but are you sending us the test papers, or are we printing
Yeah.
it out this year?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
send you the test paper. Yeah.
Okay.
With a password, I believe.
Oh, it's electronic, you're
The
saying?
electronic one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's our responsibility to print it for the team.
Yes.
It's not. Yes. So I guess
Yes.
I guess you aren't sending us a physical copy.
No, we do
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much.
Yeah. But we could reimburse the printing fee for the black white printings.
Of course. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Okay. Amma, please. Yeah, you have a question?
Hey, yeah, I got a question mostly around registration here. So I already registered like 4 or 5 teams so far. And in one of the team, there are already like 4 kids. And another parent reached out to me who is on the same grade, and they also would like to participate. Is 4 a hard stop? Like, is it a hard limit, or
Yeah.
can we add a 5th kid in there?
Yeah. No more than 4 members per team.
Okay, so we may need to get another kid to make another team then, right?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
how about like I have other teams which have 2 kids in there. If a third kid comes, can I put that kid into the existing registered team as the third member?
Yeah. As we mentioned, we allow you to change it one time. So you
One
could
time?
replace or add students by October 15th. Change
October
for
15th.
Yeah, make the change, one-time change.
Okay, all right. Yeah, and I think the short answer question is a little needs a little bit more clarity based on the last question. So the bubble part, I hope it will be communicated more on that, I guess, right?
Yeah, you could see here, this is actually, maybe this sheet would be finalized by Scantron, but this is, I believe, most close to our final version. So you could see here how to answer the question. So let me just
Okay.
make
Oh,
it
you have some
bigger.
examples there? Okay.
Yeah. So we will make the sample sheet. We post on the website. You can download.
Right.
Center manager, we encourage you to share with coaches, let coach to share with their students. So you could see here how to answer question 21 to 30. We gave you the guidance here.
Oh, okay, great. That's good.
Yeah. And all the team name, grade, so those information, team ID would be pre-filled.
Yeah.
Yeah, student only fill in the bubbles and the numbers over there.
Yeah. And there is this one answer sheet per team and one test booklet per student. So what is that test booklet? Is that a rough paper that the student uses?
Yeah, the test booklet, it's just like our individual computation, but you do not receive physical copy. You would receive the digital version and you print it by yourself.
Okay. So the questions and answers are both digital copies that we need to print. You're not mailing anything, right?
We do not mail materials.
Okay.
We will
But for
send,
individual you mailed, so that's the difference,
yeah,
right?
for individual we
Okay.
mail. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I had. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Patrice?
Hi, question for you. We participated last year, and I'm the site manager, and I registered all the teams.
Mhm.
If I want to be able to register all my teams again this year, do I mark my competition site as private?
Yes, please.
And then if we've already filled out the form, how do we go about changing it to private?
Oh, so you don't need to change. We do not let you to change the status for the team computation, I believe. Kasha, would you please answer this question?
I think you have to contact Magda. Did you get any email from Magda?
An email telling us that we are a site, or an email?
An email with a link how your students will register.
Who did that come from?
Magda.
So
So you need to contact her, because if you were as a public center, then everyone can register, and only Magda can change it and close your center and show it as a private center. So only specific, students will register.
And then I, as the site director, will register them, correct?
yes,
Okay. So
because
the
as a private
confirmation,
center, you would
ahead.
receive the direct link to your private center. For public
Okay.
center, anybody could access. So
Yes.
please email. I just shared Magda's email over there. Please send her email. She would update on the registration page. Make your center private so you could receive the direct link to register by yourself.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, my name is Deepa Bhatia, and I have a question. I'm a center manager. We had the individual competition for the first time this year, and I wanted to register the same center for team competitions, and there is a field which asks for maximum number of teams you can host. I'm not sure of the number, how many we can host right now, because once the school starts, I'll have a better idea. So is there a way to increase that number if I just put any number right now?
yes. Yeah, you can increase the maximum number once you confirm, but you may give one number now.
Okay, thank you so much.
Because the one number would set up the limit for your center. You don't want to exceed the limit, your capacity. So that's why we ask the maximum number, team number. Usually that would be the maximum tables you could host for each session.
Okay, and I can change that later on just.
Yeah, if you want to increase, you can change the number. If you want to decrease, so also make sure. Yeah, so if there you need to give a number, you could definitely handle the capacity. If you give a bigger number now, but actually later you found you have a small space, so we have all team registered. We need to special arrange those extra teams. Yeah. So please ensure you give a number you can handle. Yeah. Okay. Patrice?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I'll take it down.
Oh, okay, great. Avani?
Hi, I have a few questions as well. So one is to clarify the thing that you explained about having up to two team members as late changes. Is that two people per team or two members for your entire center?
Per team.
Per team. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then in terms of the registration, I got a link with to register the students. So as a team manager, am I responsible for registering the teams, or should I be sending this link to parents for them to register the teams?
Yes, you are not responsible to register teams. You can send it to the coaches. So whoever, maybe some parents would be the coaches. Yeah, so yeah, if you are a coach, you can register your team. If you are not a coach, you just send it to the coaches to register their teams.
I see. Okay. And then one last question. I have a lot of the teams have a mix of two grades. For example, in the third to fourth group, there's two third graders, two fourth graders. What would you recommend? Would you recommend grouping students by the same grade or a mixed grade? Because I didn't quite understand this from the rules. When I read them, I understood that, let's say there was a fourth grader and a fifth grader, I could put them together, but they would be competing with the fifth to sixth grade exam. However, their scores would be ranked based on their grade level. But from the presentation today, I understood that if I had a third and a fourth grader competed together, they would both be ranked at the fourth grade level. So
no, they would all rank with the fifth grade level, the highest grade on the team.
No. What Yvonne was asking, I'm sorry if I didn't.
Yeah, go ahead, Samuel.
Yeah. So if I understand, you have two cases, right?
Right.
So one is a student from fourth grade level 3 or 4, and in the same team level 5, right? So
Yes.
they will compete in a level 5. If you have 3 and 4, they will compete in a level 3 and 4. The other 5 and 6. But there is another distinction. For example, if 4 of the people are level 3, then they are scoring going into level 3, though they do the same test. Scoring and test paper different.
I
But
see.
if only one of them is fourth grader, then their scoring standing will go with other fourth graders teams, though all of them do the same paper. So
I understand now.
if there is a fifth grader there, this is all goes to fifth grade. And to answer your question, I suggest do not put level 3 and 4 into 5 because unless they are really advanced, because the levels are very different. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, very different. So
I see.
I think the most difficulty level increase is from level 3 and 4 to level 5 and 6. This is just an insight. But yes, could I answer your question?
I think so. Yes, because I have a lot of third graders and fourth graders. I was debating whether to put all of the fourth graders together in the same group and all of the third graders in the same group, or have a combo with 2 and 2 so that they could, the older ones can help the younger ones. But I was worried about
strategy too. That is
Okay.
It depends on the kids. I have third grader who is better than fourth graders. It
Right.
depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Well, thank you so much. You definitely answered my question. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ivan. This is a great question. So you would know if you put the same grade students together, they would compete with their own student. If you put a student mixed together, they would rank with the highest grade level, even they do the same test paper. So it depends on the student's interest. They would like to combine with higher grades together, or they just want to with the same grades students. Yeah. But we recommend you maybe form the same grade together because they won't rank with higher grades.
Oh,
even
okay.
they do the same test paper.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood then. Didn't he just said that a third grader would be ranked with other third graders?
Yeah, if you have all the third grader in the same team, they would only rank with all the third grader teams. They won't rank with the fourth grader teams. But
I
if you
see.
have any one fourth grader in the team, the whole team would be ranked with a fourth grader. So that's why we hope you could form the students from same grade together, so they won't compete with higher grades.
I understand now. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for clarifying that. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Ramya?
Hi. So let's say if we go ahead and register for now, since several teams have expressed. But what if someone decide to withdraw or anything, and we cannot meet the minimum of 4 teams by September 15, the registration deadline? Then would our center be automatically disqualified, or what happens in that case?
Yeah, so if you do not reach the minimum team, please reach Kasha. So Kasha will help you on that. Kasha. Yeah.
Well, if I guess if there's not enough teams, then we refund your money. That's what we did with the individual competition. But hopefully, you can find more students and have at least 4 teams.
Yeah, we also recommend you some center would be private if you do not have enough teams. We also know there are less team competition center available in the area. We encourage you in the later registration period, you open to public. So that would provide opportunity to the local students, and that would help you to increase the registration teams.
Oh, so
Yes.
we could also check if there are public institutions available then, right? Like before going ahead and registering our center as private, just in case, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can always look for a public place, and if you want, if you want to change to public center, you also contact Magda.
Okay. Can you also provide us the link to check that for public centers?
Yeah, so there's a registration link here. So here, you would see this is a website. You see the 3 happy keys? That's the team competition registration page. So here, the barcode here. I will share this form. If you go to our main website, you could see our main website. That would, on the upper right corner, you could see the team registration, the tab, and you click it. That would lead you to this registration page, team competition
Okay. Yeah.
registration. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
If you scroll down the page, you could see the public center list and the private center list. So there would be triangle or arrow. So you click the arrow, you could get the drop-down list for all the available centers. But the public center you can access directly, private center you cannot. So all the link would be sent to manager.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Leela.
Hi, Lucia. This is Leela speaking. I've received a lot of interest from kinder students for my center. They're all curious to try this out. But again, the question from parents is, oh, my student cannot read the question by themselves. So I was planning to ask them to team up with the first graders. But just so I understand, even for the kindergartners, if they form a team with the first graders, then they'll be ranked in the first graders, right?
Yeah, because every team has only one answer sheet. So yeah, so that's the team. What grade you register would be ranked with which grade. Kindergarten join the first grader, that would compete with all the first grader teams.
Okay, but
we
if
currently do not provide a kindergarten registration level, we do not have many participants there. So, but in the future, if we have more kindergarten participants, we may separate that registration level.
Oh, okay. So they will register as a first grader then currently, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, they cannot get help from proctors, but they can get help from team members.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a little different. For the individual competition, they cannot get help from anyone, but the team competition, there is a collaboration.
Okay, sure, yeah. Because for the individual, I know you guys recently added the kinder as a separate category now, right? So that's why I had this question, how it works in the team.
Yeah, Yeah, we added the kindergarten level. They still use grade 1, 2 test paper, but they would only rank with their own level students. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Victor? Victor, please. Victor, do you still have a question?
Yes, sorry, I was trying to find the unmute button.
No problem.
Thanks for answering the questions and the presentation. My question is about the payments. So do the coaches register the team members and then collect the money from the parents, but they are responsible for paying for the team? Is that how it works?
Yeah, the coaches collect the money from parents and pay the whole team at once. So when you do the registration, you need to first select your team size, 2-member, 3-member, or 4-member. And then you complete the multiple step to input all the students' information. And then you submit the registration form. So, and then after that, submit the form, you need to add to the cart, pay the whole team at once.
I see. So it's different from the individual competition in which the parents register students one by one. So here the coach is responsible for the whole. Okay.
Yeah. We need a coach.
Question.
Yeah, we need a coach
Thank you.
input the number of the team members and the team name, and also coach information, the team member information. So that's a totally different setup than the individual competition.
And another quick question. So did I understand it correctly that the coaches cannot be the proctors for their teams?
They cannot proctor their own teams, but they can proctor other teams.
Right. So they can swap the coaches and the proctors.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Okay. Andy?
Hey, thank you for the presentation. I have some questions about the registration. So before September 15, that's the deadline for the center to create. Right?
Actually, September 1st for the center creation.
Oh.
Yeah, center registration. So that would be the interest form. We sent this form in June, early June. So when you receive the monthly manager update, so the form included in those updates from June, July, August, every month we share this form already. And the deadline for the center registration would be September 1st. So now we still have a week about. So we hope you could set up your center as soon as possible.
So even if I don't know how many teams I can host,
you can still set up a center. Yeah.
So I set up center, then start to communicate.
Yeah, you recruit the teams.
Parents, right?
We hear a lot of interest. We receive many requests from parents every day. They ask where I should register my kids. I couldn't find any team competition center. So that's why we are eager to open more centers, because this is in-person competition only. So if you open the center, you definitely open the opportunity to your local students.
Yeah.
Many students couldn't find a center. So we encourage you, even you do not know how many teams you would get, but please set up your center first.
Yeah. Another question. Since we are a virtual local Chinese school, we don't have any school actually location. Can I just register and then communicate and then later find a library or figure out what the time fit for the parents' schedule?
Yeah, Kasia, could you please answer this question? You muted, Kasia.
I was reading a question. What was the question?
Because we are like a virtual learning center, we don't have any physical location. So right now, what I plan to do is start to register center first and communicate with parents. And once I got to know who are interested, then we can talk about location or time or date, right? But right now I saw.
Are you talking about the team competition center?
Competition center, yes.
It must. You have to have the location. It cannot be virtual center.
Yeah.
I mean, but later I can book a local library room to do it, right?
Yes. Yeah. So you can, if you mean you don't have any students right now, but you thinking you might get some interest, then yes, yeah, you could register a center and then hopefully you will find some students. Yes.
Yeah. But later I can change the location or date.
Yeah.
Yes, you can change the location also, yes. But
okay.
you know, if this is especially if this is a public center, we really would like you to keep the same place because people, you know, might not be happy about that. So
Yeah.
this is not a good practice.
Yeah, I would do a private.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think I could.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
if you want to change the address later, so you may need to inform our registered team to get their agreement for the change, location change. Yeah.
Right.
But we allow change. We allow change.
Right now, I just want to input anything. I think most probably, right? And then
you want to set up your center. Yeah.
Yeah, and start to talk to parents and see what
Sounds
location
great.
and the date.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you notice the parents, you may change the location, so that would be acceptable. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good questions. So anyone we do not cover in the answer in the chat, yeah, so please feel free.
Can I say something?
Yeah, Margarita, go ahead.
So with respect to the virtual center who wants to do a public location, what you can do is you can go to your library and see if they have a room to rent on the date that you want to do it. Rent the room. It should be a minimal fee. You know, like our libraries here charge $20. So the most, you know, you'll be out of $20. All you need is a room that's enough for 4 teams, and then you can set up your center that way. Shouldn't that work, Lucia?
That works. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think the public library would be a good choice.
Yes, but you should rent the room, because if you ask them to give it for free, most public libraries say the program has to be free. So, but they have ways that you can rent the room and then you do whatever you want.
Yeah, in our case, the public library will say if you reserve a room for free, then your event is free to everyone. But
Yes,
we cannot do that.
Yes, but the libraries also rent the rooms for low cost. So that's the option.
Yeah, suggestion I could talk to them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you need to rent a venue, so we do have a reimbursement policy available. Please check with Isabella for the reimbursement. Yeah, so to get a pre-approved for the venue rent. Yeah, before you rent, please get pre-approved for the reimbursement if you need. Yeah, so that's Isabella.
Got it. Thank you.
Let me share her email. Okay, I just shared Isabella's email. Yeah, check with Isabella for the reimbursement policy. Yeah, before you rent the venue. Yeah.
Time for another question?
Yeah, Tom, go ahead.
Great, thank you so much. So thank you again for everything. We did this last year. The kids absolutely loved it. It was so fun. Can't wait to participate again and build this out. We have math teams going down to kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. And what I was hoping to do was to set up options each morning before school and or maybe after school and have kids come. So I could have like 11th and 12th graders testing with 3rd and 4th graders. Is it okay if I just submit a bunch of test sessions? Do I have to actually specify grade? Because I don't know who's going to come when yet.
Yeah. So you don't need to. There is no limit for the grades. Yeah, so you can set up sessions, allow any grades students join.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Tom. We're so happy to hear your students really enjoy and look forward to it. Actually, after last year pilot, we received the request, ask us if we could host a team competition every month.
Yeah.
That's a big interest.
Yeah, great interest. So thank you for doing this. It's great.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we're really happy to do that. Yeah. Okay. Winnie?
Yes. So I have a question. I understand that I guess to submit the answer key, you use the Scantron. What if I don't have Scantron? Can I use the scanner app on my iPhone to scan in the Scantron?
The Scantron will give you very detailed instruction how to scan the sheet, how to upload. They give you the link. You can use your computer to upload, not use the Scantron app. So yeah, they will provide very detailed instruction.
Well, yeah, but I guess I don't have a Scantron. My question is, if I don't have a Scantron, can I scan it using my phone app and then upload it? Would that be sufficient?
I think it might be easier if you find a copier center. Any copy machine and scanner can do that for you. If you get a lot of answering sheet, my experience is that using phone would be really difficult. And I'm not sure if you can even use your phone to submit this year anyway.
Yeah. Okay. And then I guess another thing is if I go to, I don't know, like Staples or FedEx to scan it, can I be reimbursed for it?
Yes, I believe so. There would be reimbursement, yeah, on that. But we do not recommend to use a phone to scan all the test answer cards because Scantron mentioned use a phone to scan that would make a huge file, so that would cause some the errors when they read through the answer cards. So you must use I believe whatever the regular scanning machine. So they recommend it. You follow their instruction to scan all the answer cards. Phone is not strongly not recommended because if you use your phone to scan all the answer cards, sometimes that would cause some errors when they read the answer cards. So do not use a phone to scan the answer cards.
Okay, I guess I can just use I don't know, a local facility and maybe pay for them to scan it and get reimbursed for it, right?
Yeah, please also send the pre-approve request to Isabella before you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Winnie. Yeah, Patrice? Patrice?
Yes, I had to get my microphone going.
Yeah, no.
I guess I was confused. Last year, the kids had to enter their answer into a live online site. Are we not doing that this year?
No, last year that's our first time to arrange. We do not have any the answer card could be scanned. Like we do not have the official answer cards. So we use the electrical the submission digital submission last year. Yeah, but to get better results, yeah. So and we use a Scantron for the computation. Yeah.
And will we be uploading them as PDFs like we did with the individual, or we will not be doing that?
Yeah, exactly like individual. Yeah, computation.
So those of you who have not done it before, you just scan them through your copy machine at school or wherever as a PDF and you upload it. It's not a Scantron exactly thing.
Yes, you don't need to use any Scantron machine. Yeah, or whatever designated to Scantron. You can use any copy machine. Yeah, to scan. Okay. But do not use your phone to take photos.
No.
Or to scan.
Thank you.
That would cause the errors when they review the sheets. So we don't want that happen.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Heidi, do you have a question?
Hi, Lucia. Thank you for that presentation. I don't have any question, but just like to share my comments on the Scantron scanning services. Most of the local libraries, they do offer free scanning services that we can just go to the library and get those the answer sheet scanned there.
Oh, that's great to know.
Yeah, so that's what I did last year.
Oh, okay. Can you share more details about how to use local library?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can just go to the library, ask for they normally they have the printer and scanner together. So you just talk to the library crew and mention that you need to have the document scan. They will give you instructions how to use the scanner or printer. Normally is combined with the printer function. So they will guide you how to use that, and then just you can just put their answer sheet and into their printer and get it scanned.
Oh, that's great. They offer this for free?
Yes, it's totally free.
Okay, so you should be the library member, yeah?
Not necessarily. I think it's residence based. Yeah.
That's great to know. Yeah. So check with your local library to see if they offer this service. Yeah. Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, that's great information. Thank you.
Glad to help.
Okay. So, Vinny, you have more questions?
Yes. So I might need to print my test paper with the library, so it will be black and white printing. And you mentioned that we need to submit a request to Isabella. Is there a deadline to submit those requests, or we can submit that request as long as it's before the test date?
So you needed to print the test paper. For the black white, we would reimburse. So mostly I think you print the test paper and you prepare your receipt and to send it to Isabella for reimbursement.
Oh, okay. So I don't request it beforehand.
Yeah, you don't need because you needed to print the test paper for the test. Yeah, but for the venue rent, so because the rent would be vary, sometimes maybe a huge amount of money. So you need to ask a pre-approval, yeah, before you rent the venue. Yeah, but for the printing, that's necessary for the computation, and you print black and white, you can get reimbursed. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Patrice, do you still have a question?
Nope, I forgot to lower.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, so we have some center manager who hosted the pilot last year. So if you would like to share, yeah, how your teams feel, how you feel about this new commutation, please. Yeah, we'd like to hear from you. Xin, would you like to share something from your center?
Oh, yes, the kids definitely had a blast. They invited their friends. Last year, I think they were excited about getting practice with their friends on the weekend. It's a play date and math practice at the same time. So they are very enthusiastic about that one. I think my recommendation would be that highly encourage parents to be coaches so they can set up their practice and dry run test at their convenience with their kids' friends. And I got many questions asking whether coaches can be center managers can be coaches. Yeah, it's also recommended, but as center manager, you also have a lot of things to taken care of. I would highly recommend the parents to be coaches. Like me as a center manager, last year other than my daughter's team, I also coached another team, and to set up both teams practice and dry run tests. That's a lot of work. So I feel like a two for me is maximum, and by each many parents are very happy to do that as well. So if it's highly recommended.
That's a good strategy. Yeah. So you could say the center manager is not a coach. We do not require center manager. You form and register team. You just provide the computation. You don't need to really be the coach. So, but if you would like to do that, that would be great. Yeah. Okay. Samuel.
Yeah,
Samuel,
another thing I wanted to share insight about proctors. This is an important part that we need to have proctors, and coaches cannot be proctors. But what I did last year, so every parent was there, and I just put the parents. And parents were not even coaches, just proctors, but they are proctoring other kids, not their own. So 4 parents, I had 4 or 5 teams, 4 teams and 4 parents, but different, and it went very, very smooth. So they still there, and they can do proctoring like really good. And you can choose parents who can do that, and kids, believe me, listen them.
Yeah. They just do not answer their own students' question. So
No, they don't proctor their own kids.
yes.
So, and this is motivation to proctor good, because their kid is in the other location, so someone else proctoring them. I had different rooms, that's why it was easy. If you can find some kind of settings that the rooms are different, it's really advantage.
Oh yeah, different rooms definitely help a lot, especially you have a combination group of older kids and younger kids. The younger kids might be more talkative, and older kids may tend to want to some privacy and quietness.
Worked very good
So
when they
try
were
to
in.
divide them into different rooms. That would be helpful.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Samuel is our lead for the last year pilot. So Samuel, thank you so much for your great work. So we have
My
very
pleasure.
successful pilot. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. Okay. So Patrice, you have more questions?
I was just going to say that we did it last year, and I actually had practices after school for kids about 4 weeks ahead of time. We did one every week of just using old individual Math Kangaroo tests. And it worked out really well, because then they got used to how they would be in a room with a bunch of kids talking, because they're not used to that. And they also kind of got used to their team and how their teams would work. I also found the older students, it was very intense during the test for their tables. The younger kids, who, especially the first graders, it was hard for them to read it. So you just having those younger kids practice, we can't help you read it. You have to read it on your own. So that was something they're not used to as first graders.
Yeah. Thank you so much for providing the practice session to your students. Yeah, students would, through the practice, they would know how the team competition run, and they would know how to do the team collaboration. And also remind your students, do not speak loud. So just in case other team hear your answer. So they would be very careful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Margarita.
I just wanted to say I was so happy when this pilot came out, because I've been wanting for students to experience Math Kangaroo in a team environment, and you timed it so well. It's really a tool to create a community of students who like doing this for the whole school year, right? So because you identify kids who are interested, then kids who are maybe on the, they're not so interested, but their friends are doing it, they'll get to join, and then they may develop an interest, and then you definitely, it's a really great opportunity to use like playtime as practice sessions. So, don't be so serious, especially with the younger kids. Maybe provide some games and throw in the questions, so they have an association of this being a fun community building experience that they want with their friends, because we want to build intrinsic motivation to help students, for the individual contest for later years. So, yeah.
Yeah, it really helped to build up the confidence for some students who do not feel they are ready for the competition when they do the team with friends together. So they feel more encouragement, so they could join, and later they would be more confident to join individual competition or other competitions. Yeah, thank you, Margarita. Yeah. Okay, Vinny?
Yeah, so I have a question. So if I don't get 14 until 14 and 10 students until October 15 deadline, can my kids still be able to sign up for free then?
So we need at least 10 students register.
Right.
Yeah, so the center manager's case can get free. Otherwise, if you only have 8 students register, you need to pay for your own kit.
Right, but does a 10 student I guess requirement be met by October 15 instead of September 15?
October 15.
October 15 is fine, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
October 15. Yeah.
And then second is the same thing. What if 2 of my kids are actually joining together? Can they both be free, or is it just only 1 kid per 10?
Both be free. Both
Okay,
be free. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, you mentioned the practice. Because this is a new competition, you do not see many practice available for team competition. But on the practice page, you could see the sample question, one set from grade 1 to grade 12. You would see the last year competition question we offer all free access. So you could have at least 2 sets of the competition question. For the students, for the grade 1, 2 students, you may not just use grade 1, 2 test. You can use the higher grade level to make practice. So that's something could make more practice sets for the students. Or you can use our individual competition question, but mostly use a 4.5 point question for students to practice together. So that's our suggestion. With more years coming, we have more sets available, so that would be enough practice in the future. Yeah. Okay. Any more questions? We know we already exceed almost half an hour for the session. Thank you for being here and raise so many valuable questions, and thank you for your interest to host a team competition. So this is a new milestone. So we know there are big interest from everywhere, and we know so many eager students would like to join the team. We receive a lot of requests every day to our info email. They said, I want to register my kids, but I couldn't find any place. So please try to offer the team competition in your local, for your local community. So that would be a great opportunity for the students. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so you still have time to register your center by September 1st. If you have any question, feel free to reach out to us, to me, to Magda, to Kasia. We are happy to address your question and help you when you try to set up your center.
Thank you, Lucia.
Yeah, thank you, Daya. Okay. Also, for our state director who joined this session, we would kindly ask you to encourage your state center managers to open the center. Thank you, Zoya. You already started to do that. Thank you, Zoya. Zoya is our Georgia state director. Yeah, thank you so much. We also have other state director, Xin from Virginia. Yeah, and Samuel from New York. Margarita from Florida. So I'm from Washington. I already contacted some local centers, so they express the interest to host a competition. So please, state directors, please encourage your state centers. Yeah, thank you. Kasia, what would you like to see?
Nothing. I think you covered everything, Lucia. It was great.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
will share the recording and the slides. If you have any question, feel free to send a message or call a brief meeting. We are very happy to help you. So do not hesitate to contact us for any help, any question. Thank you so much.
Bye.
So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so much.
everyone, for joining the
Have a great
session.
night.
Yeah,
Thank
have a
you.
good evening. Yeah, I will share the recording and the slides after session. Yeah. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.